Hello and happy Thursday. I hope everybody so far is having an amazing week. And since this is Mental Health Awareness Week, I definitely wanted to come on here and share a little bit. I'm not sure if you happened to see last night's episode of two girls and a guy, but then they asked me to come on, and my friend Jen asked me to come on because she knew I was having a rough week. Um, I can't go into details about everything, um, but I had been struggling pretty much from all weekend till yesterday, and I couldn't quite put my finger on why I was struggling so bad. Mother's Day sometimes is a little bit rough for me. Um, because, well, for obvious reasons, as somebody who has always wanted their own child, never been able to have one myself, or the timing's never been right. And I made decisions in my life that I was never going to be a single mom, or not start off that way anyways. If something had happened, I wanted to be married and I wanted to have a supportive husband. And those were my choices. And this year it was just like, oh crap, because we all make choices, and it could be a lifetime of things. So I was finding it pretty rough, but then I surrounded myself with pretty amazing friends, and then I couldn't figure out why yesterday it was even harder for me. Like I just get through the emotional stuff from the weekend and the emotional healing from that, and it's just like it kept coming. And yesterday was the 13th anniversary of a friend of mine's death of her daughter. And I can visualize exactly how that day went. I can visualize from the phone call to when I got there to everything. I can visualize it. I don't even have to close my eyes. I can see it. Um, and those of you that know my story, my uncle also took his life Christmas Day 23 years ago. And like I shared last night, the captain of the football team when I was in high school took his own life as well. So I'm no stranger to mental illness and things like that. And as I was going through my abusive relationship, I'm not going to lie, there were moments that I thought that it would have been better if I had not lived. But then I was reminded that that is not exactly what God had planned for me. And I knew what it was like to lose a family member due to suicide. And I swore that I would never do that to my nephews, because for me, that is what got me through my dark moments. Just visualizing them, visualizing how life would be if I was not here. And maybe that's, conceited of me, but that's how I got through a lot of different situations. So, I just want to encourage you that if you're going through a bad time, you think that life is a hard and you really have no idea what your next steps are, please reach out to somebody, whether that be a friend or a family member. Or I'm here on, if you're watching me from Facebook, I am Dorothy Graham Odell, or LinkedIn Dorothy Ann Graham Odell, and please feel free to reach out. No judgment. And I know what it's like to not want to bother somebody. You're having a really shitty, crappy day, and you don't want to bring somebody else down. So you thought, I'm not going to go say anything. But I have surrounded myself with a community of people that are absolutely amazing. And it's funny because for the last 2 weeks, I've really showed them who I truly am, and been giving video messages in the morning to start the morning off. And sometimes it's singing, sometimes it's laughing, sometimes it's just like they never know what they're going to get in the morning. So, I encourage you to think outside the box. I encourage you to, if you're in your head too much, go for a walk. If that doesn't work, call the crisis center. And I will put the number in the comments, as I did last night, because I do not want another person to ever feel so alone, or feel like they just screwed everything up for the last time, and they feel that it would be better off if life was not, if they were not here. And we all have our different things that we're struggling with. I totally get that. But know that you're not alone. And that's why I decided to open up my voice. And that's why I decided to write my book, the overcomer, facing challenges with faith and courage. That's why I'm out here talking about subjects that are not really comfortable. But when my uncle took his life, we never really talked about it. We were all in our own little shell. We didn't know what would trigger the other person. It's not something we talked about it. Like, I was 21 years old when that happened, and it devastated my grandparents. Totally devastated them. Totally devastated all of us in our own way. But I just knew that there was more out there for me, and that's why I'm out here sharing my story. And sometimes it's not easy, and I still have moments and days where it's like, holy crap, Batman, like, a lot has happened, and you're really not even sure how you're going to get through that day, let alone that moment. And that's when I reach out to my husband, I reach out to my girlfriends, I reach out to my family, I reach out to the community that I have surrounded myself with. And sometimes it's not even I don't right away share everything that's going on, but it's like my friends have intuition. Okay, what's really going on, Dorothy? And it's okay to share that. It's okay in a safe environment to share that. And that's why I decided to start the show, Unstoppable Overcomers, because every person that I'm having on the show, have already had on the show, has overcome tremendous amounts of things, and they're still here, but yet they're using those obstacles and helping other people with them. So, I just encourage you to, look at the content that is on my YouTube channel, which is Unstoppable Overcomers. I try and put a tip of the day every day in there. Again, I just started, and I need more subscribers, so please subscribe and like. And when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to give a massive giveaway, and everybody that is a subscriber, their name will go in the draw to win. And again, it's not about me though; it's about you. And mental health and suicide are definitely not easy subjects, and again, that's why I wanted to share the light on this, especially since it is Mental Health Awareness Week. And I can't say it enough. You are worthy. You are worthy of great things. No matter what you think you've done in your life, nothing is ever too great for God's grace. And you are definitely loved more than you ever know. And like I shared last night, I can feel completely alone in a crowded room. It can be wall-to-wall people, but if my mind's not right, I can, it's like I'm the only person there. And but I've used the tools over the last 10 years. I've gotten healing, I've gotten help, I've talked to different counselors, different social workers, and that has got me to where the place I am. And that's why I'm able to talk about this and help other people. So again, please feel free to reach out. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to write in the comments, and definitely feel free to reach out and let me know where you're listening in from, because, I'm always curious as to who the listening audience is. And with that, I hope you have an amazing day, and God bless you all.